This armband right here, lads, is just very special. You have to take great care of it and be thoughtful with it. Yeet! But it's time for the Gameweek 12 Captain Picks. Now, I haven't been able to make these videos the last couple of weeks, but, to be fair, I did have COVID, so, yeah, that's right, feel bad for me. But nah, thanks all so much for all the nice messages, and I think I'm back to normal now, I think. But my captain picks so far this season have actually looked like this. Yeah, that's right, look at these right there. I'm absolutely the best, right, aren't I? And if you're just staring at the two red ones, well, I didn't blank, Kevin De Bruyne did. It's his fault, not mine. But I think I've done pretty okay so far, and I'm just going to keep trying to go for that. Try swinging my fist and keep on knocking that captain decision out. So let's get into this game week's captain, but not before we talk about OneFootball. So OneFootball is the all-in-one football app that will give you everything you will need, which I love using not just for football in general, but also can help me with FPL too. Where when considering captain picks and other FPL transfers around my team, I always like to look at stats on players, which you can do very nicely in this app and filter by different competitions as well, to see how a specific player has been doing, to see, if they're even a good option. But also you can look at teams' performances in the league to see how they've been doing recently if you want to stay away from them or the teams that you want to target, along with just all of the football news from around the world. It's absolutely lovely stuff and just one of my favourite apps. So if you like what you see, you can download OneFootball via the link at the top of the video description. That's OneFootball, free to download right now. But our first captain suggestion this week is Sadio Mane and Salah, as I'm probably safe to assume you don't have both. But then again, if you do, what a mad lad you are. But whatever one you have is the one that, I'm telling you to captain out of these two, alright? But it is now, the big scary if you're a Salah owner though, just because not only did he start in midweek, but he played the entire game. With Liverpool also having a very tough fixture the midweek after playing Spurs, so it won't be too surprising if Salah gets a bit of a rest here and might not even start. Even if he does start, is he going to play at all? But then again, Salah against Fulham for 20 minutes, that's probably still captainable, really, isn't it? But then again, do you want to limit yourself to that? Do you want to go with a risk? You're not too sure. To be honest, if I was in that situation and I had Salah, I probably wouldn't. But I'm not saying that he's definitely not going to start, we don't know. But if you're just like me and have Mane instead, oh ho, oh, we are bang in the money this week, lads. Mane, if anything, has actually been in not the best of form actually, quite bad finishing form, as he hasn't had too many goals and assists lately, and you can really see it's really starting to frustrate him, as he's just being very angry and just like, oh, please let me score. So I reckon Mane, with all that energy filled up, is going to be ready to grab Fulham by the scruff and just chuck them into the ground after he scores all of the goals. And I actually think he is going to get quite a lot. He's just gagging for those FPL points. But this one is more of completely going by the fixtures and not necessarily form. Even though it's Liverpool, against one of the worst teams, the perfect equation for captain. Mane himself isn't in amazing form that's like, I definitely need to captain him. But then again, Liverpool are in good form. So if the team's in good form, playing a team that are not very good, then I think that's enough, And then Salah himself, if he's definitely going to play, he's definitely got the form that is definitely good enough to captain. So if you're Mane gang like me, captain is safe. And I am here to confirm that 100%. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because what if they confirm like Adrian is starting on the wing to give Mane a rest instead, But no, I very much think Mane will be my captain, ready to get all of the points. But if you're a Salah owner, you might not want to go with that risk, even though that he probably could still start. Maybe it's not the worst of ideas to at least consider someone else, just in case. With my second suggestion for you this week being Jamie Vardy, the party man himself, having quite a bit of a party himself this season, isn't he? Where he's got himself 9 goals and 3 assists so far. Pretty good. But I mean, over half of his goals this season have been from the penalty spot. But have I got news for you, laddos, as the big and butty stat man here is actually here to tell you that Brighton have conceded the joint most amount of penalties out of anyone in the league this season, giving away 6 already. Coincidentally, the exact same amount of penalties that Vardy has taken in the league this season as well. Wow, it's like the stars have aligned the perfect way to give Vardy a double hat-trick of penalties against Brighton here, and just let Vardy score all of the goals for all of the points. But then again, if Brighton's don't fancy, being a penalty charity as they usually are, I still think Vardy could get something here, as their higher attacking line and more intensity is actually perfect for Vardy to do his own Usain Bolt impression and just run past the entire team to get in behind, to get through on goal and score the goals. So I reckon he could quite easily get something, maybe even more than something right here. And that is why he is my second captain suggestion of the week. With my third, Captain Dino Geezer, that I would actually be tempted to do myself if I didn't have Mane and, I didn't have too many other options around as well. It's our very own Danny Ings. Now, I doubt a lot of active managers actually still have him in, to be honest, but he's actually had a pretty damn good season, which I think has been quite distracted by the fact, he had a little injury and he's missed a few games, but he's actually got 6 goals and 2 assists, and has actually only blanked in 2 games that he started so far as well. But he's back, fit, and ready to go, where Southampton have been doing pretty damn well lately, even without him. So imagine how well they could do with their best player and their best finisher and their best daddy back. Where they play Sheffield United this week, who, I don't think are going to concede too many goals, but I don't see Southampton not beating them, and I don't see them not scoring goals. So maybe their most deadly striker, their penalty taker, their sexy Ings could be the man to get those goals, to get the double goals, to get the double-digit points. You know what? I think he's one of the most favourites to probably get a goal this week, and I would be really tempted to bring him in just to captain him if I didn't have any other options. But Ings is my third captain suggestion of the week. Right, match attacks advent calendar time, boys. What are we going to get today? And the shiny boy is... Oh, hey! Wait, no, I think this is a sign, boys. I just said Vardy captain a minute ago. Harvey Barnes. Guys, I think that's a sign. You need to captain Harvey Barnes. And I take it back. Casper Schmeichel. There you go, you got to captain Casper Schmeichel. I didn't say it, match attacks. Top 10 suggested captains by match attacks, right? That's the next series. Moving on to the penultimate choice of the week, where we see another double act here. It's Trent and Robbo. Now, I think I can very much assume even more this time that you don't have both. But again, if you do, what are you doing? But whatever one you do have is the one that I'm suggesting for you, okay? Well, Liverpool, even with their entire team out injured and just loads of players, out, and loads of these youth players that we've never heard of covering in as well, they've actually still been quite sound defensively. As you know, Liverpool's way of defending is actually just pressing the team for like 4 hours straight to not allow their opponents to play the way they like. So if anything, the personnel doesn't actually matter as much. But imagine what they could do with their best personnel with Trent and Robertson finally back. But there will be doubts over minutes this week, more for Trent, because he did play the entire Champions League game midweek. After just being rebirthed from injury for about 3 seconds, he just get chucked straight back in. But Robertson could actually be a very, very good shout this week. He's in the top 5 scoring defenders this season, in what has looked like quite a poor start from him as well. So imagine what he can do when, he's starting to wow us again. But Fulham, I can't really see them scoring against Liverpool. And then whatever else attacking returns Robertson fancies getting is just extra points sprinkled on top, which could be a pretty damn decent captain haul this week. I keep saying this week. But this move would probably be quite a bit too ballsy for me. And I'm not sure I'd want to captain a defender ever. But if you do want to, this could actually be quite a good one, as I feel like his minutes are probably one of the most guaranteed, especially if you really think Salah's going to be benched and you don't want to miss out on that fixture. Maybe Robertson captain could be the one to cover it. That's up to you to decide though, alright? But both of them make the list here. With my final suggestion to bring to your face. And the final player to score all of the points this week is Harry Gaine. He's kind of had 8 goals so far this season, right? Yeah, not too bad. Almost the most out of anyone, and almost won every game on average, But then he has also got 10 assists. Why is Harry De Bruyne Kane doing so well right this season? Like, what? And maybe actually more impressively for Kane is, he's actually only blanked in 2 games so far this season. And the first one of them was right at the start of the season when they weren't quite clicking yet. And the second one was against Chelsea, where they parked the bus so much, I wouldn't be surprised if the bus is literally still in Stamford Bridge. So in terms of choosing a captain, you want to make sure it doesn't blank, which, some people prefer that rather than going for the ones that are going to score a lot more. Then the Spurs team. This Spurs team doing very, very well with a very favourable fixture in Crystal Palace. I think Kane here could be one of the top geezers for you this week. Now the thing is with Palace, I don't actually think they'll concede too many goals, And Kane doesn't seem like he's going to score a hat-trick anytime soon, you know. Literally, he gets given one golden ticket every single game, he takes it, and that's all. That's all he gets. So I'm not too sure if we're going to see too many massive scores from Kane, but in terms of consistent ones that you can trust with the captain, he could be your boy. Which is why he is my final captain suggestion for the week. And that is it for my top captain picks for Game Week 12. Again, I'm captaining Mane, and Salah is probably going to be the most popular captain this week anyway still. But I think any of these guys, no, all of these guys are going to score quite well this week. I mean, that's if they play. But they all play in teams doing well, they all have the sexy fixtures, and they are all just ready to score all of the points. So I ask you one question, lads. Who are you going to captain this week? Thanks for watching, and remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.